Welcome to another Cold Case podcast. Today we're talking about Tiffany Valiante. She was 18 years old. Tiffany was eagerly anticipating the next chapter of her life. The 18-year-old star athlete and recent graduate of Oakcrest High School in Mays Landing, New Jersey, had been awarded a volleyball scholarship and was looking forward to attending Mercy College in Dobbs Ferry, New York in the fall. At 6'2" and a natural athlete, she had entered high school as a softball player, but quickly found her passion as a volleyball player for her high school team and the East Coast Crush Club. Playing the middle hitter position, she planned to major in criminal justice when she went to college. She was kind, loving, funny, and energetic. Tiffany had a strong maternal instinct for her nieces and nephews and loved to be with her family. Like some teens, she sometimes butted heads with her mom, Diane, and in fact, she argued with her the very night she died. Tiffany also suffered from nectophilia, which is the term for an extreme fear of the dark. It is crazy that she would have ran off in the dark as was suggested. On July 12th, 2015, the family was at a party for a cousin who graduated. At 9 p.m., a friend of Tiffany's called her parents, Diana and Steve, and accused their daughter, Tiffany, of using her debit card without her permission to buy clothes and food. It's reported that Tiffany left the party after a dispute with her mom over this accusation and allegedly walked out into the pitch black and allegedly passed by unaliving herself by jumping in front of a train that was speeding over 5 miles from her home. According to the investigators, Tiffany discarded her phone at the end of her driveway before walking off into the July night, though there is later activity reported on the phone after she supposedly discarded it, which is kind of weird. The last image of Tiffany was spotted on a deer camera in the family yard, wearing a t-shirt, white shorts, brand new shoes, and a headband, most of which were missing when her body was recovered. 2 weeks after her death, Tiffany's shoes and headband were found by her mom about a mile from her home. While she was out walking to clear her head, they were found neatly stacked under a tree along with a sweatshirt and a keychain, neither belonging to Tiffany. Police were notified of the discovery, but misplaced the keychain before they had the opportunity to analyze it. Tiffany's shirt was on her body, but her shorts were never located. Allegedly, she took her shoes off and walked barefoot 4 miles to where she unalived herself. Autopsy looked at her feet, and those feet were clean. There was no nicks, no marks, no dirt, nothing. So if she walked barefoot all the way there would have been cuts, abrasions, dirt, but there was none. Tiffany's family thinks someone lured or abducted Tiffany and possibly hurt her that night, then either chased her or threw her in front of the train to cover up the crime. Since her death, her family has filed several lawsuits to have Tiffany's manner of death changed from suicide to undetermined, so the case can be reopened and investigated in civil court. No R-kit was done at her autopsy, nor was a psychological autopsy conducted. A psychological autopsy is defined as an analysis that is conducted following a person's death to reconstruct his or her mental state prior to dying. There was no drugs or alcohol in Tiffany's system. Finally, the nearby campsite and bloodied axe found close to the incident site were not treated as a crime scene, which is very weird. You know, if it's right there near where Tiffany was at and there's blood on an axe, that's kind of, we might need to sit there and think and check that blood out to see if it's connected to Tiffany or not, in my opinion. There was the perception of a rush judgment by the New Jersey ME office, New Jersey Transit investigators, in ruling Tiffany's death is suicide. She was going to surprise her mom with a kitten so her mom wouldn't be lonely after she left for college. She just recently came out to her family that she was gay, and she had just endured a breakup, but it was mutual, and she was already casually dating another girl. So there's not very much left on that. There's no suspects, no updates that I could find online. I will try to update in the descriptions if I can find anything else. And I'll also add the New Jersey Police Department's information. So if you have any tips or want to help in this case, then you just reach out to them. Let's find who hurt this baby, and let's get her the well justice that she deserves, and help this family put some closure to her passing. Thank you again for listening to this podcast, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.